always amazing how sunrise works, because that's where the glow is right now. When the sun finally comes up, or starts to come up, comes through those trees a little bit, or over there, or like yesterday morning before, whenever it was over there. Listening to the garbage truck. Yeah, they say they don't pick up till 7 o'clock, or that's what it used to be. I'm sorry, it's 4:45. And I've been listening to his backup beeper, and how they make a stop for 2 seconds and then they wind on the throttle, and then they're screwing us up. By the way, I don't know if you can see it or not. I got about 6 bats buzzing around here. They're having fun. They're swooping over where the boys are over here. Oh hell, there's 3 right there. I only see 2 without the camera. Been 50 or 60 years. Garbage pickup's been Friday morning here, so Thursday night you put the can out. Next week that changes. We got a letter last week, or first part of this week, saying so. So we'll put everything out Wednesday night, because they're going to pick it up Thursday morning. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, there it is. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get the pipes unhooked from it, get them off the lane, and take it up where Bam Bam's group is in the 3-corner hayfield. And I then got pipe moved over. It's laid out but not hooked up. And the little one, I think the little one's still there. There it is, that white spot. It's going to go like right there behind the trees and come down the lane. And Bam Bam's group is going to go ahead and finally get that. I mean, even though we're almost done with the heat. But that needed the water for what we're going to do anything. There was nothing there. And, there ain't much where they're at either, but there's still more. Dino's group is all laying off the edge of the main cow lot where we've been feeding them. Maybe none of them are back there. I don't know. I mean, there still could be some back in the trees or along the creek. Oh yeah, we're starting our morning out at 68 degrees. Well, that's what it was 20 minutes ago. Oh, now the color's over here. You wonder what makes that happen that way. I just stopped here to start the video just because it looked so awesome over there. Anyway, we'll see what today brings. I'm hoping to get this done and start getting some hay put in the barn. So, I mean, that's another hot box just because there is no air conditioning on it. We used to take the doors off the bale loader and run all summer without, but then we had some cats around here that like to get into things and piss all over. And I told Dad one year, I said, I ain't taking the doors off. And it's a lot nicer, because otherwise things get really dusty. Like really dusty. I mean, it gets dry, driveway gets dusty, and then you got nothing. And, but there's no dust right here. I probably should stop before I run over that line. Oh, a little reflection in the creek. I'm surprised, because it's not that bright out, but obviously enough for stuff to reflect, right? Okay, I gotta get to work. Figured I better get you a little bit of video of some critters. They're finally awake. She looks dry. He's a little horny bugger. Those 2 right there. Yeah, the dew set on them. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, depends on the critter. She looks dry. And I gotta get that unhooked. Swing that line over in line with the others. Hook all the others up out there. At least they're over here. Instead of, 300 feet? whatever the hell's between risers, I don't remember. I got that one up here. I was getting things out of the way and getting figured out. I looked over and that traveler wasn't all the way in. It was about 5 feet from being in. I told Ty when she come down, I said, make sure it's all the way in. So this is the first time I had to hook up the PTO to spin it in. The piece we take off to be able to run it out, or flip it over so you don't lose it. That's the clutch for the mechanism. And it's 540 spline. And that yellow thing right there underneath the hose, that's the drive line. The way the tractor was set, and all I had to do was lower the 3-point about 1 inch, which meant I had to unhook it. And the drive line would clear our hitch. Yeah, I tried. Somebody made a handle and it's hanging on there. It's on the other side by the mechanism. I can't budge it with that handle. I mean, it's the only place that thing can go. It's cut to fit over that deal, and I just don't understand how anybody could do it that way. I think it's because it slips over the removable piece on the clutch, and that leaves everything live, and I just don't think you can turn the other gearboxes. But anyway, no, it spun right in really nice. That tractor, I gotta watch it though, because the PTO doesn't like to shut off. I mean, it wasn't turning it until I turned it on, but you shut the engine off and then it shuts off, so that's kind of what I had to do. And gates are open down there so that, yeah, let me back out. Since I had to open to get out of there anyway, they're opened up so these girls can go in there. And I don't know if you can see it from here. I don't want to cross a hot wire. That's how that's looking. That's the first piece we watered. I mean, it looks great. I wish it was growing more. It's not very tall yet. Sneak up on her and scare her. There's what I wanted to show you. You can see where, when I did the headland on that piece with this traveler, you can see where the edge of the water came. Because there's a definite green line. Well, different color line. The camera will show it about the middle of the screen. To the right is yellowish, to the left is green. Alright, that's enough BSing. I took a break and watched a Roosty 6 video this morning. I did that when I got up here. I mean, I'm tired. What can I say? So now I'll just get back at it and disturb these guys. They knocked my blocks out. What the heck? Stinking troublemaking kids. He's gonna eat my block. Why are you eating my block? I need those. Yeah, kids, get off my yard. Oh. She thinks she's gonna walk over and check out the tractor till she hits a hot wire. Yeah, I had to stop to get you that. Camera's not doing it. If you can see the spot through the trees, that's really where the light is. Camera's just showing above. And these girls are all up here. Hopefully they don't knock these loose. These old hook pipes have a piece of flat iron on the side that goes into a notch on the face of the other pipe, so they can't rotate, so they don't come unhooked as easy. It's kind of nice. They're usually not an issue. And she's just gonna eat the traveler. I want to get water in that line before they all knock it apart. That's my idea anyway. Well, here's one for Matt the Scrap Whisperer. There's my traffic jam this morning. Open these gates up when I come out up here. Come down to take the traveler up, and they started headed in, and one realized that one was open. Another one looked over and went, oh. So now they're all running. As soon as I can get across, I'll go turn the pump on. And then I can go up and make sure that the rest of them came down. I hear one having a fit back there. I hope they don't knock that freaking line out. Freaking calves knocked the block out from underneath it next to the riser, and of course, when you pull the traveler out, that hose is full of water, and all that water goes somewhere, so it usually backfills into the line. Yeah, that's the low spot. So I had to pick up a full freaking line. I didn't get all the blocks back in there, but it's high enough. Hopefully it don't screw the riser pipe up. And this is my brake because the others are at the top of the hill. Seems like she's cruising a little fast. Not really sure why. Didn't change any settings, but that's okay. I don't want to soak the lane too damn much. There's too much bare dirt. And yeah, I know we're crossing over what we did over there. It should just finish covering this hillside. And it'll get this over here good. And, oh wait, yeah, that one's out there. Leaking like a sieve. I've been at this just right at 3 hours. Time I got everything moved up, got the pipe laid. Them stinking calves knocked my blocks out over there. Got the pump going. I looked over, water spraying over there. Okay, there's water there. I get down by the bridge and I can look over around the hill and see the sprinkler going. Come up here to make sure all the calves were out. I get up here and, oh yeah, and to make sure that thing's actually turning. And I'm flood irrigating. Yeah, I said something about those fancy hooks on that hook system. They got the flat piece that hooks in so it can't rotate. Well, I don't have that on the coupler on the hose. And, well, it wasn't the right spot. When the pressure hit, it twisted and it came unhooked, I guess. I mean, I know it had the sprinkler going. I watched it, the air finished blowing out and watched it get going. Oh, my plan was to be on the bale loader about 2 hours ago. You know how that plan went. Oh, and up here, I was very careful when I turned it on. This is not turned on very much. I've only got this riser open like not even a turn. But I ended up chaining that because, well, I got a T on the hose and it's got the ring set up on that riser. So, but that's only 3-inch riser we got, and I didn't want to go up and get the other and put the adapter on it and screw around, so that's what it is. Well, just keep letting the water fly. And let's see where that leak is in that main line. That's where our next setting will be. It overwaters at this end, but they all just meet at the other end. And then come down here, we come off the first pipe, just about where the old fence row used to be. And then that finishes covering all of that. I'm gonna go in, hose the mud off my boots, and maybe start putting some hay in. And Ty's gonna be mad at me. I texted her the cow number. I don't remember which one it was now. We got a cow out here with a pretty watery right eye. I couldn't see anything in it. I'm gonna guess maybe she got poked because, knock on wood, we haven't had any issues with pink eye yet this year. We actually vaccinated for it for quite a few years, but we were gonna do it this year and we didn't. And we just haven't had trouble with it. For a while we vaccinated because we did have trouble. We actually ran 80 cows and 80 calves through the chute every single day for 2 weeks because you never knew which one was going to have it. So we were retreating and treating, and that gets expensive. I mean, luckily the kids were here, both of them, and between me and the kids and Becky and Mom, it didn't take that long to do in the morning, but the only way we could really do it was to just run all of them. So every freaking day. And that's when, the price of the vaccine got really, really, really cheap. Because you figure how many hours we had in that couple week time frame, plus how many puffers we went through, and how many deals of ointment we went through, and how many bottles of LA we went through. Yeah, the vaccine got really cheap. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to go do something. Frickin' little grain thief! What are you doing? Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
We'd like to talk about your
Really, just a second ago, he stuck his head in and I was going to shut the gate and block him. But he backed up on his own and it hung him up. Then I stepped back and he stepped forward and stuck his head in the bucket. And she says that our little girl over here's eye is clear shut. It's open again. I think, it's open pretty good now. I don't know. Probably should give her a little more stuff in the eyeball and make it feel better. Dang long video. I didn't get any of that. Ty was busy doing other stuff, so she couldn't get any of it, but that's how much we put in here. There's just shy of 2 loads sitting outside. They're going to the back barn. Hopefully tomorrow. Oh God, what was it? 2 o'clock, 2:30, somewhere like that. I went out and checked the mercury on the post on Mom's porch. It's on that post in the center of the screen right there on the back side of it. It's at 102. It's freaking hot. Irrigation's still going. Little Traveler's almost in for the second time. I went ahead and pulled it because it was running pretty fast. So I pulled it back out again. And Becky just was wigging out. She looked in the camera and thought that cow, never mind, camera's right there. She thought the cow was laying over there in that flat spot. That's where she likes to lay. Right in the center of the screen, there's must be a hole in the roof because there's a white, well, maybe one of the star holes in the wall shining. I don't know. Anyway, she says she's laid out. She's like, yeah, she's standing outside where it's coolest. She's standing there panting. Most of Bam Bam's group is in the barn. Dina's group was out by the pump a little bit ago, but now they're not. They didn't want to stay out, so it's too freaking hot, period. Anyway, it's been a long day. I even got the old lady to come down here and have dinner instead of hiding in the house and begging for it later. All she's done is come out here to eat. Anyway, hope you all had a good Friday. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I can't see the screen, but that's what we got left. Well, we may be making some small bales somewhere else to make up for that to get enough in the back barn. I don't want to make too damn many because I don't like small bales. But thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry it is such a long freaking video, but I kind of looked and I didn't really know what I wanted to cut out. So I didn't cut any of it out.